Hello everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive into one of Marvel's most intriguing and underrated characters, Wonder Man. In this video, we will explore the fascinating complexities of a character who has been a pivotal part of the Marvel Universe for decades. Despite being known to many as an extra in the superhero parade, Wonder Man's story is filled with technical depth, hidden layers, and analytical insights that are essential for a true understanding of Marvel's rich tapestry. Our discussion today will not only touch upon his remarkable supercomputer-inspired feats, but also delve into the socio-cultural and historical contexts that propelled his evolution from a misunderstood antagonist to a respected hero. We will unpack his very early origins, analyze his powers and abilities with deep technical precision, examine major story arcs that showcase his character development, and look at his interactions with other iconic characters. For news aficionados and comic book savants alike, our content features interesting numerical analyses and fact-driven discussions that highlight the character's nuanced growth over the years. Whether you are a seasoned comic book veteran or a specialist delving into advanced character studies, prepare to enjoy a relaxed yet insightful journey. So settle in as we break down the complexities behind Wonder Man's persona, his transformative milestones, and his enduring impact on the ever-evolving Marvel lore. Wonder Man, whose birth name is Simon Williams, was conceived in the pages of Marvel Comics during a transformative period in comic book storytelling. Emerging in the early modern era of comics, his conception was deeply influenced by the socio-political climate of the time. Initially conceived as a character with ambiguous allegiances, Simon's narrative soon evolved into a tale of redemption, which has fascinated scholars and fans alike. His early appearances highlighted a nuanced portrayal, combining elements of both humor and tragedy, making him an enigma within the Marvel Universe. Delving deeper into his origin, Simon Williams began his journey as a talented yet troubled actor whose career was marked by both success and personal demons. Critics have noted that his background in the performing arts provided a fertile ground for the dramatic flair that would later define his superhero persona. Over time, his life took an unexpected turn when advanced scientific experiments, spearheaded by the antagonist's nefarious schemes, resulted in the bestowal of superhuman abilities upon him. This transformation was not merely a physical metamorphosis, but also a catalyst for significant psychological evolution, challenging the traditional boundaries between heroism and villainy. Historically, the introduction of Wonder Man was intertwined with experimental story arcs that mirrored the rapid scientific advancements of the 20th century. The character was often used as a narrative device to explore themes such as artificial enhancement, the duality between mind and body, and the ethical considerations of technological intervention. Fact-based analysis shows that the gradual refinement of his powers was reflective of real-world technological progress. Archival interviews and comic book panels reveal that the creators of Wonder Man intended him to serve as an allegory for human fallibility and potential. The intricate interplay between his past mistakes and the redeeming power of his abilities remains a subject of study in academic circles. This detailed backstory provides a framework for understanding not only the evolution of Wonder Man as a character, but also reflects the dynamic interplay between scientific progress and cultural narrative in comic book history. Each element of his origin is meticulously documented and continues to inspire rigorous debate among experts. Wonder Man's superhuman abilities are a marvel of comic book science and narrative innovation. His signature power is the ability to convert his own bioelectric energy into immense kinetic force, which can be used both offensively and defensively. Experts have noted that this power, while seemingly straightforward, involves complex biochemical processes similar to advanced photonic manipulation seen in modern research. Analyzing his transformation further, his physical enhancements extend to superhuman strength, durability, and agility, making him a formidable opponent in combat, while also enabling him to perform feats that challenge conventional physics. From a technical perspective, Wonder Man's abilities are rooted in a sophisticated interplay between his nanometer-scale cellular modifications and externally applied energy fields. Researchers in applied biophysics have compared his transformation to theoretical models of energy absorption and distribution within engineered materials. This scientific framework not only explains the origin of his powers, but also provides a speculative blueprint for future technologies that might one day mimic his abilities. Numerical data from various comic book issues often reference specific thresholds of energy output. The evolution of his powers has been meticulously charted through multiple story arcs. Initially, his abilities were portrayed with a raw, unrefined intensity. However, as the character matured, so too did the precision and control over his power output. This arc mirrors the broader shift in superhero narratives toward a deeper understanding of energy dynamics, genetic reconfiguration, and cognitive integration. Detailed graphical representations and statistical analyses found in comic panels often illustrate the quantum leaps in his physical limits. Wonder Man's later developments introduced elements of energy conservation and resonance, factors that have since become pivotal in explaining his durability. In advanced storylines, his energy manipulation is governed by principles akin to harmonic oscillation and resonance frequency. Throughout his publication history, Wonder Man has been central to many groundbreaking story arcs that have showcased his growth both as a character and a symbol of technological ambition. One notable storyline introduced in the late 1970s positioned him as a conflicted figure grappling with his dual identity, a man tormented by his past and empowered by his exceptional abilities. Critical analysis of these storylines reveals a deliberate emphasis on the symptomatic treatment of trauma and redemption. In several key issues, Wonder Man is portrayed as a hero who overcomes his inner demons through a combination of scientific ingenuity and personal resolve. Quantitative breakdowns of energy output during pivotal battles are frequently used as narrative devices. The narrative becomes even more intricate when examining his membership in the Avengers. His integration into the team was not just a plot device, but served as a catalyst for significant character development. In these ensemble stories, Wonder Man's interactions are scrutinized through multidimensional character studies. Elaborate flashbacks and detailed expositions throughout these arcs provide experimental data points. Influential writers have crafted Wonder Man's redemptive journey to include several turning points, each marked by dramatic shifts in plot and meticulously calculated changes in his power levels. These story arcs often employ precise numerical illustrations and energy computations that detail the progression of his internal conflict. In one memorable series, his struggle was symbolized through fluctuating quantum energy states. Wonder Man occupies a unique niche within the intricate ecosystem of the Marvel Universe. His interactions with fellow heroes, particularly during his time with the Avengers, have provided a rich tapestry of collaborative dynamics, rivalries, and moments of profound synergy. Expert panels often highlight the detailed statistical models used to assess team dynamics. Wonder Man's role often extends beyond that of a conventional combatant. He acts as a mediator, a catalyst for internal team debates on ethics and strategy, and as a living embodiment of the balance between brute force and refined technique. His complex relationships with characters, such as Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, exemplify how layered interpersonal dynamics can be used to illustrate broader philosophical and scientific themes. Wonder Man's technical prowess is frequently leveraged to solve intricate problems that demand both quantitative and qualitative approaches. In collaborations, datasets extracted from in-comic battle outcomes and energy utilization often form the basis for in-universe strategy sessions. Analysts appreciate the detailed narrative devices that integrate real-world physics with character-centered storytelling. Wonder Man's cultural impact stretches well beyond the pages of comic books, influencing both pop culture and scholarly discourse. This character has been at the center of numerous academic discussions, where analysts dissect the interplay between technology, identity, and narrative strategy. His journey from an obscure character to a symbol of redemption mirrors broader societal shifts. The character's evolution has been meticulously documented by historians and critical theorists alike. The juxtaposition of his artistic origins with his scientific abilities provides a compelling case study in the use of metaphor and data-driven storytelling. Detailed quantitative analyses have revealed correlations between the increments in his power metrics and the phases of comic industry trends over the decades. Merchandise and adaptations continue to capitalize on Wonder Man's enduring appeal, spawning discussions about intellectual property, fan-driven content, and cross-media narratives. Several documentaries and panel discussions have focused on how Wonder Man's layered character design has influenced new generations of comic book writers and artists. As we look to the future of Wonder Man within the Marvel narrative, several compelling possibilities arise that promise to deepen his character and expand his universe. With upcoming technology-themed story arcs hinted at by the creative teams, there is an anticipation of more rigorous integrations of scientific analysis with personal journey. Upcoming projects are expected to leverage advanced visual effects and updated narrative techniques that mirror real-world progress in computational simulation. This denotes not just a visual upgrade, but a narrative evolution where uniqueness of character design is complemented by precise, data-driven storytelling. In anticipation of these developments, dedicated communities have already begun speculating. In conclusion, Wonder Man remains a linchpin in the Marvel Universe, a character whose journey is both emblematic of past innovations and a beacon for future artistic exploration. His story, enriched through layered technical insights and compelling fact-based narratives, invites both fervent fans and academic experts to re-examine traditional superhero constructs. Thank you for joining this comprehensive exploration.